Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x plus 1 times x plus 2 times x plus 3 times x plus 4. This is equal to 120. So what are the values of x? Now let's provide a solution from here. Now we have x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 4. This is equal to 120. So the first step is to multiply x plus 1. Let's multiply this with x plus 4. Then multiplied by x plus 2. Then multiplied by x plus 3. This is equal to 120. Now the next step is that we have x times x. This is x to the power of 2. Then x times 4 we have plus 4x. Then we have 1 times x. This is plus x. Then we have 1 times 4. This is plus 4. Close the parenthesis. Then let's multiply this. X times x is x to the power of 2. X times 3, this is plus 3x. Then 2 times x, this is plus 2x. Then 2 times 3, this is plus 6. Then this is equal to 120. Now the next step is that we have x to the power of 2. 4x plus x, this becomes plus 5x. Then plus 4. Close the parenthesis. Then here we have x to the power of 2. Then plus 3x plus 2x. This is 5x. Then plus 6. Close the parenthesis. This is equal to 120. Now the next step is that we have x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4. Close the parenthesis. We can express x squared plus 5x plus 6. This is the same thing as x squared plus 5x. We can express 6 as plus 4, then plus 2. This is equal to 120. Now, if we check this particular part here, this is the same. We have x squared plus 5x plus 4, which is the same here. So this implies that we can let x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4 be equal to k. Now let's express this equation in terms of k. So here we have k multiplied by k plus 2. This is equal to 120. So that now, let's open the parenthesis here. We have k times k. This is k to the power of 2. Then plus k plus 2. This is 2k. Let's take 120 on the left hand side. So this means we have minus 120. This is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation which we can solve by factorization method. Remember, the product is equal to negative 120. The sum is equal to 2. So let's identify two factors. If we multiply these two factors, we have a value of minus 120. If we sum these two factors, we have a value of 2. So this means that we have two factors, that is 12 and minus 10. We have two factors as 12 and minus 10. Now let's substitute these two factors into this equation. So we have k squared plus 12k subtract 10k minus 120. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. From the first part, k is common. Let's factor out k so that we have k plus 12. Subtract. Now here we have that 10 is common. We factor out 10 into the parenthesis. This is k minus 120 divided by minus 10. This is plus 12. And this is equal to 0. So we have k plus 12 is common here. So we have k plus 12. Then we have k minus 10. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. We have k plus 12. This is equal to 0. Then we have k subtract 10. This is equal to 0. So we have k1. This is equal to negative 12. and we have k2, this is equal to 10. Now let's call this as case 1 and this as case 2. Now let's start with case 1 from here. Let's start with case 1. Now if you recall, we are saying that we let x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4 be equal to k. Now let's substitute k1, which is minus 12, so that we have x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4. This is equal to negative 12. Now let's take negative 12 on the left hand side, so that we have x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4 plus 12. This is equal to 0. So this is x squared plus 5x plus 16. This is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation here, where we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, and we have c, this is equal to 16. Now to solve for x1, x2, let's apply the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 is c, divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c, so that we have minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 5 to the power of 2 minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 16, everything here, divided by 2 times 1. So this implies that we have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 5 squared, this is 25, minus 4 times 16, this is minus 64, divided by 2. Now the next step from here, we have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 64, and this is equal to negative 39 divided by 2. So we have negative 5 plus or minus. We can express the square root of negative 39 as 39 multiplied by negative 1 divided by 2. So we have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 39 multiplied by square root of negative 1, and this is equal to I. So we have I then divided by 2. So this is to imply that x1, x2, this is equal to negative 5 plus or minus square root of 39i divided by 2. So you find that these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions under case 1. So let's proceed to case 2 from here. Now in case 2, we have that k2, this is equal to 10. Now if you recall, we are saying that we let x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4, this be equal to k. So let's substitute k, which is equal to 10, so that we have x squared plus 5x plus 4, this is equal to 10. Now let's take 10 on the left hand side. So this means we have x to the power of 2 plus 5x plus 4 minus 10. This is equal to 0. So we have x to the power of 2 plus 5x minus, now we have plus 4 minus 10. This is minus 6, and this is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization method. We have the product as minus 6, sum is equal to 5. So if we identify two factors here, we have 6 and negative 1. So if you say 6 times minus 1, this is minus 6, then 6 plus minus 1, this is 5. So let's substitute these factors into this equation here, so that we have x squared plus 6x, subtract x minus 6, this is equal to 0. So again, we have got two parts here. From the first part here, x is common, so we factor out x, and this means we have x plus 6 minus 1. 1 is common here, we factor out 1, so we have x plus 6, and this is equal to 0. So this is to mean that x plus 6 is common here, so we have x plus 6. Then we have x subtract 1, and this is equal to 0. So this implies that x plus 6, this is equal to 0. Then we have x minus 1, this is equal to 0. So we have x3, this is x3, this is equal to negative 6. And we have x4, this is equal to 1. Now, you find that x3 and x4, these are two real solutions. These are two real solutions under case 2. So we have got two real solutions here and two complex solutions. We have got two complex solutions and two real solutions here. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video.